first carry for Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. To the air, Allen. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Watson's pass.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Ball carrier.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Shaquem Griffin.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7. Vikings, nothing. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Allen. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but I felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. 51's the mark. 51's the mark. Hey, check. Back. Where's Diggs? And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Vikings nothing.
From the red zone now, Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this 1st half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were heading towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now Jones. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
The ball carrier.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That gain of 15 gets them on the doorstep, 1st and goal. This is Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Vikings 7-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Watson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Minnesota.
This is Mostert. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a first down throw. Watson. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson hits his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mo Alley Cox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Vikings 7. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Allen. Catch made by Slayton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up
great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And again, it's Allen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
13 yards remaining on second down. Operating from the gun, Watson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Allen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. Different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And he He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second and 9 from the 44. Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 35. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And it brings up third down.
From the gun, Allen. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And the Vikings first down.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Allen now on first down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Mostert. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but This offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch in 31. Check 9.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watson off play action. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson, and he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Watson. And Jones has it over the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with two remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Mostert now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 13-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 31, Vikings 13. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Mostert now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle made.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Again, it's Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Quick throw completed by Watson. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Seahawks, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.